Assalamu alaikum students. I hope you all are fine and you are also enjoying while doing your work on notebook. So we met again in another online class, and I hope that you will participate in this class as you do in your regular classes. So let's begin by taking the name of Allah Almighty. So today we are going to discuss the topic which is the tissues from our first chapter, which is the cellular organization of plants and animals. So before moving forward, first of all, I want to know that how many of you are doing the learning of the previous question. So can you tell me which is the fundamental unit of life, or can you tell me that which is actually the part which helps in building of an organism, or which act as a building block of an organism? So yes, it is actually the cell, which is the fundamental unit of life, and it is the building block of an organism. So you are right. So now here in the figure, you can see we have many organisms that are actually made from this basic unit, which is the cell, and it is making it to a complex shape. We have many organisms like animals, amoeba, and the plants. Now, can you tell me the number of cells in an organism, or can anyone guess that how many number are present in a cell? So yes, we can do it if we move the organisms to one side. Like for example, if we move animals and plant to one side. Now they will be animal cell and the plant cell, and collectively we call them the multicellular organisms. So yes, you are now guessing it right that we have learned already this in our short question, that what are the multicellular organisms. So the multicellular organism, as you all know, that multicellular organisms are made from many cells. So we can say that these are having many cells. Now we have another group which is actually the unicellular organism, means these are made from the single cell. So now you can tell that we have the organisms which are made from many cells and the organisms which are made from the single cell. And which is the organism made from single cell? It is actually the amoeba, unicellular organism, and animal and plant cells are actually the multicellular organisms. Fine. Now today we will talk about the multicellular organisms. So let's start now. Here you can see in the figure. Can you tell me what this man is showing to you? His power, his strength? Yes, he is showing to you his muscles and his bones. So what these muscles and bones actually do? So we know that muscles and bones are important part, and what they do, muscles help us in our movement. It help us to move, and bones give us the specific shape to our body. Now can you tell which is the part, it is which is the part of our body, or how this function is performed? We know that cells are actually the basic unit which is making this complex organism. So it is also playing the role in its functioning. So there are the cells that are actually performing these functions. Now as you know, a human body or any other organism, and tall organism, is not a small body. So so only one cell is not enough for its working. So that's why we are actually the multicellular organisms. For multicellular organisms we need a group of cells. Now group of cells are required for their proper functioning. For movement we need a group of cells to function, to move. Similarly, in order to maintain our shape and to support our body so that it can hold us, we also need the group of cells. And these groups of cells which are performing the same function are known as the tissues. Fine. Now the group of cells performing same function are known as the tissues. For example, in this case, muscle cell are group of muscle cells which are helping us in movement. These will be called as the muscle tissues. And same for the bone cells, where we need to shape and support our body, we need the group of cells, and these group of cells are basically known as the bone tissue. Fine. So now we have discussed an important and second level of organization, which is the tissues. Now let's talk about the definition. We have the definition of tissues: group of cells which are performing the same function. Same function means, for example, all of the cells which are involved in the movement are called the group of cells. It is just like your teamwork when you do in your class. That is actually the same. Now first we will talk about the animal tissues. Fine. Now here you can see we have defined certain tissues in that are important to our body. For example, first is the muscle tissue that we have discussed already. It is actually the, what is muscle tissue? It is made from the muscle cells. These muscle cells help in the movement of body. And next is the bone tissue. Fine. Now bone tissue, as the name indicates, it is made from the bone cells and it helps us to give the proper shape and support to body. It is due to our bones that are present in our body that we have a certain shape and we can stand on it. Fine. So it is due to the bone tissue which gives us shape and support our body. So third one is the blood tissue. Now blood is actually the running fluid which is moving in all across our body. Fine. And this blood is carrying many important materials from one part of body to the other. And how this function is performed, this is actually performed with the help of blood tissues. Fine. So we have discussed the three types of tissues: bones tissues, muscle tissues, and the blood tissues. Now let's talk about another multicellular organism, which is actually the plant. Now can you tell me, do plants have tissues? Yes, plants do have tissues because there are also certain important functions that plant need to do. So that's why plants also have the tissues for performing their specific function. Now here we also have the same as we have the animal tissues. They are actually the group of cells that are working together. Fine. They are working together for a one specific function. So that's why we call them the plant tissues. Now let's talk about some of the plant tissues. First, we have the epidermal tissue. Epidermal tissue, as the name indicates, it is actually the epidermal means it is dermal, it is means covering your skin. Okay? It is covering the parts of plant. It is covering the root. As we know, the root is the part that that absorbs the water. Stem is the part that holds the plant body. Leaves are the part which are involved in for manufacturing or making of food. So epidermal tissue, what is the function of this tissue? These are actually the group of cells which are performing the function or to cover and protect the body of plant. And which part specifically? Root, stem, and leaf. Fine. So what is the function of epidermal tissue? It covers the root, stem, and leaves of a plant. Fine. So next we have the xylem tissue. Actually this tissue is involved in the movement of water across whole plant body. Water and also other salts and minerals that a plant body required to move in the body. This function is performed by the xylem tissue. And you know that the water is actually present in the roots. So this tissue helps in the movement of water from roots to all the parts of body or from roots to the leaves. Third one is the phloem. Phloem tissue. It is actually the tissue for the movement of food. And we know that the food is prepared in leaves. So simply this tissue will carry the prepared food from leaves to the other parts of plant. Fourth one is actually the mesophyll tissue. Mesophyll tissue. This tissue is present in the leaves, and we know that leaf is the part of the plant where the plants are preparing the food. So mesophyll tissue is actually the tissue that is involved in the formation of food. Fine. So this was all the recap about this topic, tissues. We have learned about the definition of the tissues. Then we talk about the animal tissues, in which we discuss muscle, bone, and the blood tissues. Then we move towards the second multicellular organism, which is actually the plant tissue. And in plant tissue, we discuss the epidermal, xylem, phloem, and the mesophyll tissues with their function. Okay, so I hope you have understand the whole topic about tissues, and after watching this video, you have to read the related pages of this topic for your detailed understanding. Thank you so much.